What's up, world? I'm Jacoby,
I'm Zach,
and this is Jay-Z Anime.
and we're finally back together.
It's been a minute, bro. There was this whole beef going on with sleep and life.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, I just turned 22. Booyah. April 9th. So if you still want to send me gifts, I'll put my Cash App and my P.O. Box in the description.
Yeah.
But let's get to the more pressing matter. Boruto.
Discussion.
This one is it's I mean, we let it build up a little bit.
Yeah.
Last episode we got to see the very end I'm just gonna jump to the end of it. I am a Sasuke fan till I die. At the very end of the episode, we see Sasuke, I remember it in the movie, but seeing it in the anime, I'm just like he punches at Sasuke and Sasuke catches it. It's just like, oh, you must be his kid.
Yeah.
What's your name? I'm just like, yo, it's the guy. It's the guy everybody was talking about. Then at the end of the episode, beforehand, they were talking about Sasuke. It's just like how great Sasuke is.
Yeah.
He's so cool, and he's the only one Naruto considers to be his rival, his equal. And I'm just like, Sasuke is the guy. So I was super excited to see him. And then a little Sasuke shadow. Long story short, I'm ready to see Sasuke train Boruto. Simple as I could put it. And because we know next episode he's going to be learning he's going to start training for Rasengan.
Yeah.
We know how this training goes, but I just want to argue that, okay, so technically, if we're being technical, Naruto learned the jutsu in 3 days. Technically. Boruto, being that he's more so on the genius side, we didn't really get a day frame for him, or I don't remember. But do you remember how long it took Boruto to learn it?
I want to say he probably...
It took about a week or so.
Yeah.
So
it showed a lot of day and night clips. Granted, it only showed like one day or night clip.
Mm-hmm. And then it really don't give us a time frame on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just looking forward to it.
You could debate it was either a few days to a week.
Yeah. And I mean, at least he put in hard work. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
still... I think what Sarah said, it's like the first time they've ever seen Boruto really train hard for anything.
And that makes me wonder, how fast did he learn the Shadow Clone Jutsu? Because he can only produce 4. But I think he can only produce 4 because he hasn't tried to produce more. Like, tried to be better at it.
Absolutely. This is what I think. I think he tried it, and that's what he got.
4 off the back.
And he's been content with it ever since. Like, every now and then, like, I think in the episode, when he had, like, the sunglasses, or whenever he was talking to himself, like Naruto used to do.
But see, my thing is, this is the first time he's actually had conversations with the clones. And that was funny. Naruto just fought his clones.
Yeah.
I mean, they just like, listen, we need to tire ourselves out and use all our chakra. And so they fight, and of course the original Naruto wins.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because technically that means they all win. But how are you weaker than yourself? Exactly. Yeah. So, but it's still like, hey, we get to see some development in that sense. But I'm just like, I'm really kind of wondering how the training from Sasuke is going to go. I mean, we all know how the movie art goes. We got to see the new guy. And
I mean, okay, so let me say this.
What?
I think no one can debate and say that Naruto or Sasuke has a bad training. I mean, they both trained their butts off. I mean,
facts.
Sasuke worked his butt off to get stronger, to kill Itachi, whether it was training to use the Chidori, and then from a Mochiaru, doing all his stuff, whatever he wanted.
Orochi, Maru.
So, I mean, and of course Naruto, I mean, he worked his butt off pretty much in everything.
Facts.
I mean, he had to. There's no other way. He didn't have talent.
True. My thing is, the only one who has skill in training someone, though, is Naruto. So we haven't seen anybody that Sasuke's trained. And the thing is, Konohamaru is a prime example of good training.
Well, I was reading online, and I really want to read his book, and I'm going to
I'm probably gonna read the novel too. And my thing is,
I want to
don't
read
care
his novel, and I want to read Itachi's novels because I want
for
to.
books like that. Like I don't, and I don't. I'm sorry.
I mean, they're not that long though.
Yeah, but I don't like. I just don't like reading like that. But I mean, it's so many different animes that I really want to get into, like their graphic novels. Like there's an anime called How to Pick Up a Girl in a Dungeon, and it's a really good anime, but there is no manga for it. The manga is like super behind, but there's a graphic novel for it, and it takes bits and pieces of that. So I'm like, if I can do that, I'm definitely gonna have to read the Shikamaru story, the Naruto story.
I mean, and now they're doing 2 new stories.
That's what I'm saying. Those are the ones I'm talking about. Shikamaru, you get Shikamaru,
Yeah, I mean,
Naruto.
I would like to read. Like I said, I would like to read Sasuke's book. I mean, I know they did a little 5-episode summary.
Yeah.
But I heard also, because I saw a few people commenting, I think, when either I was watching a review or just like watching the episode online, and people were like, yeah, this just it barely hits it. Like, there's a lot more that happens after that.
Once Sasuke leaves?
Well, you know how it was just over that, like, girl with, I forgot the whole clan, but.
I don't even remember their clan name either.
Yeah.
You can tell how little impact they had on me.
Yeah.
But then again, it was also been a minute since I watched that episode.
Yeah. So that little 3 to 5 episode arc or whatever, like.
About 5, 4.
Yeah, so now I don't know how true that comment was, but I just remember seeing that comment. Like, yeah, they just kind of touched on it. Like, they didn't really like go all the way. Like, there's still much more story and stuff like that. That was just kind of like a beginning deal. So that would be, but anyway, yeah. So the whole point of that was, I heard that actually officially in the book, like I said, you know, I take it with a grain of salt. I don't know if it's really true or not because I haven't read it, but. That supposedly Sasuke found someone that he kind of took a liking to, and he trained. So that would be interesting.
Yo, questions. What are the odds that the guy that Sasuke trains is the guy that fights Boruto later on in the series? If that is a true story, what are the odds that the guy Boruto fights in the opening scene?
Well, it's not that because this dude is, at that time, which, Naruto and Sasuke are adults, so they're like 19 or 20.
Ah, never mind.
Yeah, so...
That's nice. So
that guy at that time was like Boruto's age.
You couldn't have to crush my dreams. You could have just said the odds are slim to none.
But it's not saying that, in my opinion, there's a lot of, like, potential with Sasuke's story. I mean, because you get basically 12 years or whatever of dead space. You know, like I said, in that 5-episode arc, if that's true what people said, like, they just barely touched on the novel with those episodes. And even that novel, you know, obviously they're doing a second part because they're giving another novel to Sasuke about his adulthood, you know, so... Granted, where they go with it, if Sarada is already alive, or if it's before Sarada and Sakura, you know, like before that era, before he really gets together with them, who knows? I don't know, but there's a lot
question. Yeah, I like our wall. Do you like it? We're getting better.
We're expanding.
We're trying to get better.
It's gonna be just like a collage.
Yeah, we're gonna get more. This is just what I had got. Also, if y'all looking for it, it's on Wish, like very cheap.
They're $1.
They're $1, and you get 4 a piece. So I mean, you can't go wrong. It's a whole set. Spend your money. Actually, I think I got these off of Amazon now. Nah, these off Wish. I got a couple off of Amazon though. But yeah, get them in a pack. You know, I'm gonna get some Black Clover stuff. Probably some Tokyo Ghoul. Definitely some My Hero, you hater. Speaking of which, My Hero Academia is back. Cool. I'll be getting with y'all on that soon. But back to this. I'll say, okay, my thing about the last episode, I'm really getting sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of seeing Naruto just be a terrible father. And I wanted somebody to say it to Naruto. He said, not Konohamaru, Boruto said it himself. He said his grandpa wasn't even alive when he was around. So it's like when he was growing up. So it's like, wouldn't you want to be the ideal father rather than? And it's just like, I get it. Everything is for the village. The whole village is my family now. But I agree. Just because the whole village is your family, why do you treat your actual family like dirt? as opposed, and I know he works hard and whatnot, comes home exhausted. Reason why he's always exhausted because everywhere you go, you find a freaking Naruto shadow clone.
He's literally everywhere at once.
Exactly, and my thing is, even
he's like a type of Jesus, man. He's just literally just everywhere.
But the problem is,
Naruto in the woods. Oh, hey, Naruto at the top of the mountain.
Naruto's helping the old lady across the street.
Hello, Naruto on TV.
Hokage.
Hello, Naruto at every white Zetsu, crime scene.
Like it's getting annoying.
Hello, Naruto at the house. That's the only one that dropped the cake.
Only Naruto that just you know. And why? My thing is, if you can do that, why not leave a shadow clone at work and actually show up for your daughter's birthday? It's just too many problems with
little potholes.
Yeah, and also the thing is, I get frustrated with it's the fact that as Naruto, he matures and whatnot. It's very smart, very powerful, but it's just like you're supposed to at least attempt to make time for certain things. Also, I feel like they would have learned by now that working in groups help do things better. And I kind of like how Black Clover is set up. Very little is that there's a Hokage perhaps, and then you delegate. You know what I mean? So and not nowhere near talking about their little king. I'm talking about the Magic Emperor. Forget the king. The king is a piece of trash.
Yeah.
Super trash. Anyways, but I'm talking about if he was Hokage or Magic Emperor. The thing is, they have delegations that they.
So you would want. You're a little upset there's like really no monarchy.
Yeah, there's monarchy, but there isn't any democracy-ish type thing. Like there isn't no, there isn't legislation.
Like you think there should be able to just be someone like, dude, Naruto, why don't you have a secretary that does all the paperwork?
You should have people that you trust, especially like Shikamaru. Shikamaru is the smartest man in the village. He helps him plan X, Y, and Z.
Every time he's tired, he's like, oh man, I'll do the paperwork.
Like, why won't you do this and give me a break? My thing is, we saw Tsunade. Tsunade was old and still putting in work and getting up out of there. Like Naruto, I don't understand, and I know times are changing, but I still feel like Naruto should be able to be better at what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Okay, I will say this too. Obviously watching the movie, and we know at the end of the progression of the movie arc,
he gets better, but
he gets better.
It still makes me mad. Like
he learns a little bit of this and that, and
there's progression. Cry, bro. It hurt, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. It hurt me. I was like, yo, and I done seen this. I done seen the movie like 4 times.
Oh yeah.
I done seen the movie like 4 times. I knew he was gonna disappear, but it's just like. Out of all, and then he just get there all late and whatnot. Actually, no, he don't even show up that night. Technically, it's just like you missed Boruto's birthday. All right, he let it slide because you were supposed to show up. You had the audacity to send a clone.
Yeah, home. Everyone was kind of like, Boruto's a little spoiled brat.
Spoiled brat. My thing is,
my deal is like with all, and I think that's what the anime has done well is like kind of tying into everything together, like. You kind of back Boruto now, like, cause you're like, yeah, this dude kind of gave his dad a lot of chances, and every time
it's not like Boruto just hates him. No, it's just the fact that your father's never around, and they don't like how they incorporated that though. They I don't like how easy it is to manipulate Boruto. For a genius, he's very dumb, but he's his father's son.
Manipulate, dude. He's very gullible.
Yeah, that's why I called him dumb. Nah, whatever. You dumb. Because, it's so simple to say, hey, if you wanted this, maybe you should have did this. And it's like, I bet you won't. It's like, I bet you won't do this. And I bet I will. And he does it. And
you're talking about Mitsuki's side shade comment.
Yeah.
Sada, I praise your ability to manipulate Naruto or whatever.
And she's like, you do know I can hear you. But this is also the part of the movie when, in the actual movie, you hear from Mitsuki talking about his parent, and it was like, we've never heard you never told us who your parent is. Oh, I haven't? Well, it's and then Himawari and Hinata walk up, and I'm just like, bro. The fact that we know, it's still like, Brody, like, come on. And Sakura does not know.
She does not know, but I thought with
she
her
intellect,
I thought by now she would have put it together.
But as far as.
But anyway. We'll be back.